What are Power BI updates in the month of April 2024? Hi, I'm M. Asif Hussain from Know How Academy. In this video, I'm going to show you what are the updates that we have received in Power BI for the month of April in the year 2024. As we all know that every month Power BI gives some new features, gives some new updates to the existing Power BI that we are using in. We all might have heard that Power BI from Microsoft Power BI, now we are calling it as Fabric tool. Now it is a Fabric Power BI. Now in the same way, let us walk you through what all the updates that Power BI has given us in the month of April 2024. What are the new features that Power BI has given it to us? What are the new changes? What are the new add-ons that Power BI has given us for the month of April 2024. So as you all can see that we are here in a version of 2.128.751.0 version. The current Power BI version is 2.128.751.0 version, and the latest version which is got published in the month of April. Okay, so here if you see here in the contents, under the reporting part, a new visual is added. What is this new visual? 100% stacked area chart. The new visual is 100% stacked area chart. And we also have the new visual. No. It is not the new visual. We already have a line chart, but some more features added to it in order to make our line chart look more attractive. So we have done, the Power BI has given some enhancements in it. The next one is the question and answer chart that we have in Power BI. It got enhanced with the Copilot, which is AI generated very interesting feature that I will show it to you here. So if we talk about this new visual 100% stacked area chart, as we all know that earlier we used to have line chart, we used to have area chart, then we used to have stacked area chart. That's it. We do not have the new chart called as a 100% stacked area chart. We just had stacked area chart. Now if we observe, we earlier know that we have stacked bar, stacked column, clustered bar, clustered column, then we have 100% stacked bar and 100% stacked column. So what is the difference between to a normal stacked bar or column chart to a 100% stacked bar or column chart is that in this 100% stacked column or bar chart, we get the values in the terms of percentages. So in the same way, in the stacked area chart to the 100% stacked area chart, we can see the values in the graph as per of percentages. So if I select the chart here, as it is the area chart, which is 100% stacked area chart, we need to have the location kind of informations here. All right. So here what I'm going to take, I'm going to take state. Okay. And I'm even going to take in the legend, I'm going to take region. All right. Then I'm going to take something called as sales in the y-axis. So if we see here 0%, 20%, 40%, okay, then we go with 60%, 80%. Now I'll tell you one more interesting point. Do you think that this chart is correct? Do you think that this chart is correct? I already told in my previous videos that when we are opting for a family of line charts, which is a line chart, area chart, stacked area chart, now we call it as a 100% stacked area chart, now with a new chart also, we need to have a date related information which is very much important. So let me reframe this one again. So what I'm going to do, in the x-axis, let me take order date. Okay. In this, I don't want year, I don't want quarter, I want only month. Then in the y-axis, let me take state. Okay. Now in the legend, let me take region. All right. So now it is taking count of state. Always please make sure that when it is opting for the count of state, it is expecting to give the numerical data. What I have done here, I have chosen the categorical data. That's where it is taking count of state. So let me reframe it with the sales column. So if you see here, in the each region for each month, okay, how much percentage of sales we have got, that's what it is showing it here in the stacked area chart. Is, as we can see that we are getting the values in the terms of percentages. Okay, so this is one of the interesting add-on visual to our Power BI visual section, that we are having the stacked area chart with the values in the terms of percentages. All right, now if I show it to you, the next visual, which is the line enhancement, it is also a new feature that is added to the family of line chart. So in this line chart itself, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the order date information first. Then out of this order date, I'll remove all because I want only month information. Now if I go into the y-axis, I will choose sales, and for another y-axis, I'll go with the profit. Now we can see here, earlier we used to have only this one, right? So we can drag x-axis, we can drag information from y-axis and to the secondary y-axis. Then what we can do, we can do the formatting option. What kind of formatting features did we have? In the formatting features, we can change the color, we can change the font style, font size, we can add the values and all. But one of the interesting things that Power BI has given to us in the line chart in this April 2024 version is that under these lines you can make sure, or you can make your line chart visibly very more attractive, okay, much more attractive. So if you see here, the linear position, either you can make it in a smooth way like this, or you can make it in a step procedure like this, okay, which is very interesting thing. Now if you are making in a step position, then from what position you would like to start the step, either from the from the first position or from the zero. I can call it as in x-axis and y-axis, we can take corner 0. So from there you would like to start from it, or here we have something called as in the January month, from here it is getting started, which is from the center. Now if you observe, if it is a before, it is starting from the very starting point, which is 50k that we have here, or if you'd like to go with the after. Okay, so this is a very interesting thing that we have got it here. We can make it in a smooth way, and if you are making in a smooth way also, if you want to make it in a cardinal, or if you want to make it in a monotone smooth type. So these are the new enhancements that Power BI has given it to us in the line chart. In the color also, you can change the color, and you can do the settings in this way in the formatting part when you have considered the line chart. Now when I walk you through another thing that is called as enhanced question and answer with a Copilot. Now my dear viewers, we all know that if I just double click it, I will get my question and answer chart here, right? So here in this question and answer chart, earlier what do we had? We had some 10 suggestions by default that Power BI will give it to us. Or if we don't want these 10 suggestions, or if you want to modify these suggestions or add some new suggestions from a user perspective, then the important thing is that we have this settings option here. I'll go to settings and I will suggest some questions here. Am I right? But now Power BI, along with this, there is a problem in this question answer chart. What is the problem? The problem is that if I am trying to search some question as per my requirement, question and answer used to not give us the right result. For example, if I want some values in the terms of a table chart, it is giving me the values in the pie chart or in a stacked bar chart or in this way. So, or if I give you another example, if I am trying to search something as a question, it is not finding out the right keyword what I want to search for it. So in order to overcome this problem, Power BI has linked up this question and answer chart with a Copilot, which is artificial intelligence generated one. Okay, so Copilot, now what it is doing, this Copilot will detect the synonyms which are related very equal to the questions. All right, so now if you see here, total discount, how many states are there, what is the total discount, sort order master by product, and we also have something called as customer table sorted by region, total order master quantity over time, and we have few more suggestions which are this. Now if I'm trying to search something new, then there might be the chances that Power BI might not understand the right question that I am trying to search for. So in order to avoid that, Power BI has come up with a Copilot option which is AI linked up with it. Now what it is doing, it is detecting the synonyms. Now select a workspace. So in order to work with the Copilot, we need to work with the we need to have a premium per user per capacity license, or a fabric per capacity license that we need to have it. So where should I find all these synonyms that I would like to have it? If I go into the settings option, we have something called as synonyms. See this, under the category table, approved synonyms are category, right? So related to the category, what are the different synonyms that we can have it? Those are the suggestions that Power BI is giving it to us. Now if I would like to add category, then if I will take the type of a category such as tables, or if I would take furniture as my category, then I'll write furniture here. Okay, when I write furniture, all the things which are related to furniture, see this, some kind of new suggestions are coming up, sometimes of some kind of new synonyms are getting linked up related to the new category that I have added for. All right, so these are the new synonyms. So we also have add synonyms option here. So it is a very interesting part where you can get the result exactly what you are looking for here. Okay, so now if I try to find out something, let me show it to you. I would like to see sales by, or I would like to see top 5 sales by state in table chart. Okay, sales spelling. So we see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have got top 5 sales in the table chat. All right. So this is a new enhancement where it is adding the synonyms and we are getting the result which are AI linked up. Okay. Now, if we talk about the next update, the Snowflake connector update, it has become very easy now in order to connect our data with the Snowflake part. Okay? The Snowflake connector has been updated to the Snowflake dynamic. What are the tables that we have in our Snowflake that we can easily link up with the Power BI? That is one of the interesting things that we have. Now coming to the Power BI service part. Under this Power BI service part, lot of storytelling features have been updated which are linked up with the PowerPoint type of thing. So now if I want to get this images mode in the Power BI, yes, I can get it. Okay, so if you can see here, if we can see here, we can give this live data snapshot, public snapshot. So we have these new improved image mode in the Power BI. So if I talk about the next thing that we have, continuous slideshow auto refresh. So whenever from Power BI service, when we are trying to get it into PowerPoint, then the auto refresh option, it is enabled automatically. So that is also one of the interesting feature. Then auto populating the slide title. So whichever the slide title is there, it will auto populate and it will give it to us. And the next one that we have, introducing the fabric metadata scanning. So which is very interesting thing. Okay, we can scan this sample applications where related to the fabric metadata. Now one interesting thing that I can talk to you, one more thing that we have it in Power BI in this April 2024 version is that the dynamic subscriptions for Power BI and paginated reports are enabled. The dynamic subscriptions, what is the subscriptions? For example, if I would like to send the subscription of the report that I have prepared, okay, now what Power BI is doing is it is to 1000 recipients instead of the earlier we had only 50 recipients. To only 50 recipients I can give the subscription of my particular report, but now Power BI is giving it up to 1000 recipients. We can give the subscription of our report to 1000 up to 1000 recipients. That is one of the interesting thing. Now when I talk about the next one, which are mobile features, okay, Now we have something called as mobile features. What are the mobile features? Supporting earlier, when I used to have the Power BI desktop version or Power BI application in my particular mobile phone, I used to directly get the workspace. I used to directly get the reports. I used to directly see the dashboards. But now you also have an option of supporting folders in the workspace. Now you can also see and use, you can access the folders also in your mobile application of your Power BI. And the next one I'm talking to you as, we have something called as a clear barcode action in the report. So what is this clear barcode? In your particular report, we have something called as clear barcode. So where you can scan a barcode, okay, you can scan the barcode of the real objects to filter the reports that are built on this model. So that is one of the interesting feature that Power BI has given us in a mobile application. And next over thing is that open Power BI items in full screen mode. Okay, what we used to have earlier, when I used to open my Power BI, if a report is very much bigger, which is more than the mobile phone size, then what I have to do, I have to zoom in, I have to zoom out, I have to scroll up and down, and I have to get it. But now we can see the everything in a full screen mode. So that is a very interesting thing that we have it in Power BI in this latest version. And now if I talk about the visuals here, these are the custom visuals that we have. Under this custom visuals, we have a lot of interesting features. Okay, so we have financial reporting matrix by profit base, who is the person giving us the chart, and we have a horizon chart by PowerViz. PowerViz company has sponsored this horizon chart, which is an advanced visual for time series data. And we have this horizon chart. In this, what is happening is that we can so these are the horizons, and we can segregate it. Okay, we can segregate it like this. Now we also have another chart called as a drill down scatter PRO chart by Zoom charts, and this is also one of the interesting chart here, and where we can drill down. In this one, what we can see, so we have a scatter chart in Power BI. So we have a scatter chart in Power BI. This is the default animated chart in Power BI. So this scatter chart is used for when we have a two numerical data, and we can plot the axis and we can show the animations happening. In the same way, in the custom visuals, what it is happening, we can drill down this scatter chart. We can drill down this scatter chart into multiple levels, hierarchy, and we can show the data as how you can see it on the screen. Now we also have another visual called as image gallery. Image gallery is the first visual to be certified by Microsoft. There is no need to upload the images to the cloud or use any data sets. Simply we can import your images directly into the visual, and we can share them with our colleagues. That is an interesting feature that we have got it in an image gallery. And we have another interesting visual, which is a horizontal bar chart. We used to have a bar chart, but now we have this horizontal bar chart, something like this, where it is very similar to animated bar chart, how we have it in our custom visuals. Now if I talk about the trends, if I talk about these trends, introducing this trends visual for Power BI. Okay, so what is this trends? Trends is nothing but it is the gateway to the Google Trends data for the strategic business analysis. For your excellent business analysis, we can use this trends visual. All right. Then if I talk about this multi-pane, so trends chart is something like a line chart, but it is more in an effective way. If I talk about the next one, multi-pane card chart. In a card chart, we can have only a specific key number, but in a multi-pane card chart, we can see that it can be used to group and show data in multiple panes. Okay, as you can see, pane 1, pane 2, pane 3, pane 4. So it is a very interesting chart, similar to the multi-row card chart. Very similar to the multi-row card chart, we have multi-pane card chart in Power BI with the April 2024 version. Now if I talk about the analytics perspective, Power BI has introduced Copilot pane in Power BI desktop. As we all can see, this is a Copilot pane in the Power BI desktop application that we have it in the top right corner. And this Copilot application, it is a AI generated artificial intelligence linked up and generated feature that we have it in Power BI desktop here. It is used to create the reports. It is helping us in order to give some suggestions based upon our report. It is used to prepare a semantic model and all. And in order to use this Copilot, our organization should give us the access for this one, and we need to have premium per capacity or fabric per capacity license for this with the workspace access. Then we can use this Copilot. So these are the new features features that Power BI has given us in this April 2024 month. Let us see in the next month, which is May 2024, what are the new features that we are going to get. And I hope these new features will help us in order to make our Power BI report very much effective. So thank you for choosing Know How Academy as your source for IT knowledge. We are always here to help you to navigate the tech world. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. It's been a pleasure sharing this information with you. Stay curious and keep learning.